tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On second down, Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Logan Wilson.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Tua now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Breida. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
And a yard at the Bengals' 1-yard line.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 2.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
Fourth down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Returnable for Grant. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
57's a mark. 57's a mark. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come
into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And now look at him go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Wayans.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second down, here's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete.
Burrow.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Let's go.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And down he'll go at the 25. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Tua going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A handoff to Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. On first down, Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 17-yard line.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Check 26, check 26.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Complete.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it can change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 26-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will be brought down. His time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. They go play action with Burrow. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the
One of
play.
the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Bengals first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Here's a give to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
31-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, here's Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you're talking about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
22.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
For a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
50 seconds left. You don't know no better.
From midfield, here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, Bengals 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Burrow now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mixon. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ball carrier, Noah Igbenogany on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Burrow will throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
24-24. Aldrich Rosas.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
On the carry.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On first down, here's Breida. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle by...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just like that. Just like that. Watch 57. 57's right. Don't get nervous. Watch the edge. Bang, bang, bang.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That catch good for only a couple.
To Adam Shaheen. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
Whistles now in a timeout defensively.
6-yard line.
So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 36-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Ricky, wait. Hey, man. 57's right.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They run with Breida, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Carlos
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. They run again with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now 3rd and 9.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 45. Set, cut.
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.
Bengals
A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Dolphins,